And last but not least, Team EZPZ.
So, hello everyone. We are EZPZ, and today we'll be presenting our app, EZPZ, the Job Finder app. And so, the developers are me, Juan Renteria, Jesus Renteria, and Isabella Iniguez. And then our mentors, as we want to thank because they have helped us throughout the process, is Myron, and uh, Ale Toro.
Well, the problem we address is that minorities face more challenges than others when applying to jobs. For example, they have to deal with lack of opportunities, language barriers, and just the innate biases of employers. Like looking at the graph, you can see that the unemployment rates among minorities are higher than compared to other races or ethnicities. There's also just a general lack of awareness of organizations who help minorities get jobs. So organizations whose aid goes unknown by those who need it most, especially during the coronavirus, where over 29 million people in the United States lost their jobs. We really need an app that can help solve all these problems in one.
So some of the things that we learned throughout the program was that we had to start small. So like some of our mentors that told us that, like we can't start off really big. So, start off small, local areas, small businesses, you can't go straight up to like big corporations like Walmart or Jewel Osco, stuff like that. We were also taught that focusing on partnerships is also important, especially on deciding who makes the changes and who can make the biggest change, and also understanding the expectations versus reality between what those partners actually want you to do or what you want their partners to do and what they actually will do.
And then we also, for our research process, we had interviews with small businesses and other organizations. And what we learned is that like small businesses don't hire often, and they struggle to build an online presence, and they can't afford to have inexperienced workers. And so since they are small businesses, like they don't have large facilities, or they just like don't have, or most of them are family run, so they don't really need that much help, and they don't really, and also like they can't really spread out as easily as other corporations because they don't have an online presence, which is something that's really big in these days. And then also was talking with the organization skills for Chicagoland's future. We also realized that our competitors aren't LinkedIn or Glassdoor. So like this could be like this isn't just another job finder app, because we want to focus mainly on minorities first of all, and then also young diverse talent, so between like the ages of 16 and 30, while LinkedIn is more of a professional type of area, like those are for professionals who have like VP or CEO, CFO positions in different corporations, and that's not who our audience is. And so like we just won't really clash that much, and yeah, it's to show that like we are something different.
As previously mentioned, our target users are like young, diverse talent, so from around high school to after college. So our focus in Chicago are local businesses seeking to expand, mainly because starting local helps us build like a track record. So when we partner with large corporations, they'll be more likely to partner with us, and local businesses who are seeking expansion are more likely to hire more. And we also want to focus on nonprofit because they could also, through that partnering, we could be able to support minorities more, and as well as being partnering with local businesses run by minorities.
And so the goals for our app is to create a minority friendly job finder app. So we want to make it minority friendly but not minority exclusive, so anybody who is trying to get a job could go here. We just want to focus on helping minorities find jobs, or help them primarily find jobs and feel supported. Then we also want to have a personalized, inclusive, and easy to use app. So as I said before, like we don't want to make it just exclusive to minorities. We want it to be personalized, and so anybody could use it and get most of the uses for the app. And it's also simple for anybody of any age to use. And then we also want to spread awareness on minority-focused organizations. So again, like those minorities, they could feel supported by learning more about different organizations, and those who aren't of that minority, they could still learn, donate, or volunteer the time however they want. And then the last goal is to create transparency between employees and potential employees. So not only do we want our users to know like, oh, this is the position I'm applying for, this is the salary, all that, like the numbers, but we also want them to know what the working environment is like. And we do that through multiple features in our app. So right now I could try to run our app just to demo it real quick. All right, so this is a login screen. And so here, like, let's say you can make an account. So here you put your information, and here you will put your profile, which is how we create this app to be personalized. Here are examples of stores or companies, but these are bigger companies, so these are just for examples. As we said before, we're gonna focus on smaller local businesses. And if you click here, it's just like a map. So here you can see like the total jobs around you, and this is all like based on the area. So based on what you put, it will change. And here, like, it's an example of what it will look like. And this is still hard coded, but we're still working on that and definitely gonna make it work. And then this part is to get involved, where you can learn about different organizations. And this is just like this is just a hub of information. Like here, you could get involved, and you could go to the respective websites and learn more through their own websites instead of having to have another whole nother thing. And here's just your displayed profile.
Thank you, Easy Peasy. That was your 5 minutes.
All right, great. Thank
Judges, do we have questions or feedback?
Thank you, guys. First of all, great logo.
Thank you.
I guess one question that you can answer is whether easy peasy means anything, but I like the logo. Second, you had a number of small businesses on there. Just curious if you spoke with them and if they had any insights into what type of talent that they would be looking for that would help you, or did you only do research with the other job access providers? And then 3, you mentioned these small businesses, mom and pa shop type businesses, but then also on your application, you had Walgreens and a bunch of other bigger companies. So just want to point out that seemingly disconnect there, but like curious on the research front if you ended up talking to any of those businesses as you did your research.
Yeah. So for the demo, that was just like for show. Like I think we haven't updated that part just because we aren't really sure of who we're gonna partner yet. But yeah, I will definitely try to get that sorted. And yeah, so for our research, we did want to get interviews in. So we have talked to the Rango's Bakery, which is like a local bakery shop in the Gage Park area. We've had calls with another store like the La Michoacana, which is like an ice cream shop. It's actually very popular in like I think all throughout Chicago, and also El Güero, which is a supermarket. And so yeah, we have had interviews to learn more about like what their business is like and what they're looking for. And so smaller businesses are family owned, which so like I think I mentioned this before. Like it's harder for them to hire because of that, because they're small, because they're mainly family led. Like they don't really look for strangers to come and like to hire. And so which is why we want to specify local businesses who are seeking to expand. And we also found that that supermarkets are generally more accessible to everybody because those aren't mainly family led. And so like there are many more positions open, and they do hire more often because most supermarkets have multiple locations, or the ones that we are hoping to partner up with.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the question.
Awesome. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Team Easy Peasy.